100 hours, 100 stars. I've been talking to various chefs. I'll also be moving on to fitness experts because that's really my forte on my show. My name is Annie. I do afternoons with Annie every day, Monday to Friday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. on 94.3 81. What we're doing with 100 hours, 100 stars is that we are bringing together, of course, 100 stars, just like the name goes. And the intention is to contribute as much as we can to the PM relief efforts. And this is for our COVID warriors, the health workers and many, many other people who are on the front lines and need so much help, whether it is the PPE masks or the hazmat suits and millions of other paraphernalia that they need to ensure that they are fighting the pandemic in a very safe and secured environment. And that's really the small effort that we're trying to do here. So if you see at the end of the screen, one corner of the screen, you will find the link which you open, or you can scan the QR code and you can contribute whatever it is that comes to your mind. Nothing is left for big or small or more. Just go and do it with all your heart out there and enjoy what we're doing here for you. It's 100 stars after all in 100 hours. And right now with me is from the confines of her home, in fact, actually from the comforts of her kitchen. It is celebrity chef Maria Goretti. Hello, Maria.
Hi, Annie. It's so nice. So nice of you to come into my kitchen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me and the viewers in. Maria, it's so nice to have you. The bubbly you that you always are, the energetic you that you've always been, even back in the day when you were hosting on MTV. Oh my God, the smile, the 360-watt smile that you bring with you just kind of brightens up the entire room every time.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
So, hosting was once upon a time. And then I think as you evolved, as you matured, you started a family, children were growing up. You've always had that little thing in you that food has to be part of your life, a much bigger part of your life. And then you took the turn, started doing these cooking shows, and then you even saw yourself go all the way to Paris for 6 whole months, stayed there, sharpened your culinary skills. Oh my God, there's so much you've managed to do these past few years, yeah?
Yeah, I kind of, it all happened very organically, actually, Annie. It happened because I really did not know how to cook. So I started with trying to, how do you make a French toast? It was as simple as that. And then I realized that I am in love with this whole process and I really enjoy it and it brings me so much of happiness. And so I thought that maybe I should go and learn. And I went in 2011 for the first time. I went to Chantamari where I did cuisine, boulangerie and bakery. Then I came back. I used to just, I actually was honing my skill. I was not very sure because, I did television all my life. So you put me in front of a camera and I'm not sure of myself. Tell me, wake me up in the middle of the night and say, Maria, we need you to host the show. I'll be like, okay, give me 5 seconds. And I'll be like, I'm doing it. But this was a new space. So I was always a little like, okay, I need to know more. I've been trying to learn everything I could possibly. I still don't know so much. It's always cooking, it's food. There's always new things to learn all the time. But then in 2018, I finally went off to I went to London. I went to Paris. I went and did a very intensive course there, which was from 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. I would just be in school with no holidays except for a Sunday, where you could do your laundry and wash your clothes and iron your clothes and keep them ready for the week. I would wake up at 5:40 in the morning, make my own breakfast. I would, pack it, walk to school. And it was really hard work, but it was so fantastic that I would just, recommend doing this. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would just go back to studying in a heartbeat. I love studying, I think. I just love it. But now, I think for the past 1 year, I have actually realized that more than the studying, I also actually do enjoy doing this professionally. And I have been doing a lot of menus. I have been training kitchen staff. I have been doing this kind of stuff and really, really enjoying it. So let's see where this takes me to next. I have no plans, big plans yet. But I'm loving it.
I know, like you said, it's very organic, so you're going to go with the flow, and that's the best way to enjoy it, really. It's a second calling in your life, and how many people are really lucky to have it, huh? In the first place. You know, Maria, the
I think
lockdown, the pandemic. Uh, what are your thoughts on this lockdown, for instance? Let's go back to the lockdown.
I have been doing, I won't say I've been reading everything. I don't want to read everything that's out there. Because not everything out there, put out there is all true. But I have been keeping myself abreast with the whole situation. I keep checking what's happening all over the world, how are people dealing with it. Following people who have actually gone through this. I've been reading uh, uh, real accounts of the pandemic, of people who have kind of had a bout of the coronavirus and have kind of gotten out of it. So I have been going through with all of that. But I think I am somebody who always looks at every situation and knows it's going to get better and it's going to be fabulous, it's going to be fantastic, and this is just at the moment as it is. And yes, we all need to respect the fact that this lockdown is important, not only for our safety, but for the safety of everyone around us. And I think that is something that we need to adhere to. Having said that, I think it's really, really, really sad for our day-to-day workers. Let me tell you that. This has been quite. It has been. I can't even imagine what they must be going through. They don't have fridges like we have that we could stock things up. Or I'm sure they don't have the kind of money that you can go and buy a week of stuff and keep it in your pantry or whatever places you have. So in fact, at the moment, just before the lockdown happened, I had my workers here. They were doing repair work in my house, and I in fact called my carpenters and all of them, and I called all my masons, my painters, and some of them have gone back to the village. Some of them are here. But the fact of the matter is that no, they're not making any money. They're all sitting at home, and their income is not something that could suffice them for so many days. So my heart goes out to them, and I really feel as an Indian, as a person who understands that in India we do not have. We do not have equality where, as far as our salaries are concerned, and there is a big, big, big gap between the haves and the have-nots, and more so now. So I think for me, when I look at this lockdown, I am sitting pretty comfortable. But I know for a fact that everyone else out there who probably do not have. I'm not as blessed. I really, really feel terrible as to what they listen to.
Right. And the effort behind the 100 hours, 100 stars is also to try and contribute as much as possible and reach out to as many people as possible who've lost their livelihoods, especially the people, the daily wage workers. Maria?
Sorry, my call is coming through. I put it off.
Yeah, okay.
How that calls off, yeah? Shit, I'm so sorry.
That's okay, that's okay. We let it that out, don't worry.
I got your please. Okay, what did you say? Sorry, Annie.
Yeah, so I was saying that the whole intention behind the 100 hours, 100 stars is also to try and contribute to health workers on the front line because they're also at risk. And again, health workers come from various financial backgrounds. So the more help we can give them, the better it is. The same it is also for the daily wage earners who probably are left with no livelihood, like you pointed right now. So yeah, the effort is definitely towards that. This conversation is going to continue, but in the meanwhile, if you're looking at the screen, then you'll find a link right down below the screen. Either scan the QR code or open the link and you'll find the necessary steps that will take you to where you can donate a little bit, really, to make somebody's life out there who's on the front line better. So now, Chef Maria, what are you going to cook for us? Something very simple and easy since it's all DIY meals these days. Everybody is doing? All meals, literally, throughout the day.
So I have been actually doing a lot of cooking during this lockdown. Also because for the first time in my life, I don't have a schedule. So I can actually wake up and say, oh, let's make this today. Because I'm not actually catering to anyone. Whatever is made has to be eaten. And that's what I do. It's like, okay, so I cook and because there are 8 people in the house, it all gets over. So there is, yeah. So, and I don't make huge amounts, or I think I do, but I think everyone needs a lot. So I think out of this pandemic, I may probably need a new chef cook. But you know what I was thinking, and that since, sorry, getting choppers.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yes! Wow!
Yeah.
I love your kitchen, by the way.
You like the kitchen? Thank you. I was thinking that since the first thing I actually learned to make was a French toast, what I did today was this. I baked this boule.
Ooh!
Okay. Yeah, I baked this boule. A boule is a French bread, and I thought I should make a French toast with a French bread. So what I'm going to do is this. I am going to first slice this. Okay, I think I'll slice it in the middle. Oh, yeah.
Wow! Look at that!
Yeah, lovely. I know. So I think I won't need too much. I'll just make one slice because that's all we need now.
Lovely.
Yeah. So this is my bread, and I'm going to keep the rest here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a plain little French toast. And what I'm going to do on this side is I'm going to take a banana and a little sugar and caramelize it. Okay, because I love the taste of coffee. I also like bananas. They're very, very wholesome and healthy. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll start off with the banana so that I can just leave it to cook on the side and let it get caramelized. Anyway, banana, when you cook it, it really tastes nice. You know, as a kid, I used to really think my mom is fobbing us off by feeding us these bananas that she used to cook. But today, when I look at it, I feel, oh my God, it's actually such a nutritious snack to give your kids. Okay,
Right.
and you can have fun with it. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just put this on, put a little butter into. You know, I was just reading this article, Annie, that said that today, in today's day and age, everybody at the moment has suddenly become gluten tolerant. You know? Like just before the lockdown, everybody was vegan and they were gluten intolerant and there was gluten-free food and gluten-free this. And now everybody's a baker. Okay,
I can't agree more. I can't agree more because the amount of white bread I've had in this past month, I've never had in the past year also maybe.
I mean, it's crazy. It's like I look at it and I'm like, seriously? In this pan, there is just a little butter and a little oil. I'm going to be putting this banana in like this. Can you see it?
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, nice. Yeah, okay. You sliced it into two vertical and then you just dropped it in, okay?
I'm going to leave it there on the fire to caramelize. Yeah? So
nice.
That's what I'm doing with that. Now I have this lovely big bread of that I've just baked. I just love it. I love baking bread. So I realized
how long do you think baking the brie has taken you, huh?
How long?
Yeah.
Well, this bread takes me 4 hours to bake because as in, you know, from the time I kind of measure things out and I do it with a sourdough starter. because I like making sourdough breads. So, sorry. So when you do things with sourdough, it takes a little time, but the flavor is so good that I just love it. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is into this, I'm going to put a little coffee. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to put a little coffee, and I'm going to put a little milk.
Okay.
Oh no, this is not milk. This is dahi. Sorry. Milk is in my fridge.
There's milk and there's a little bit of coffee she's added. This looks very interesting. I love the bread, by the way, to begin with. 4 hours is what Maria has invested in baking the bread. And there comes the milk.
Yeah. So I put milk and coffee and egg. Yeah.
What milk do you call for? Maria, I must ask you.
What milk do I call for?
Huh? What brand of milk do you call for?
You want me to say this on air?
We'll
not
later.
I will tell you first this. Okay, so into this, I'm going to put a little maple syrup. Yeah, for that little sweet. And I'm going to give this a good whisk. I'm going to put this pan on. I'm going to put a little butter in this pan.
Right. Meanwhile, the banana is still caramelizing, huh?
My bananas, the bananas are still here. And they will take some time.
Oh, nice. Okay. How long do you have to leave it in the pan?
I think till it becomes all brown. You know,
nice.
It's, because of the sugar in it, it caramelizes very beautifully. So I'm going to just keep cooking it actually. Here on a low flame. Okay, so now this is done. I've got butter here. I need to put a little more butter, but now what I've done is I've taken 2 smaller dish and 2 bigger bread. Okay. So I'm going to get it.
I love the idea of a French toast, Maria, where you've added a little bit of coffee. Wow. That just adds so much.
No, it's damn good. So now see, I don't want to waste anything. So what I'm doing is, this is my bread. I'm going to pour this over this.
Absolutely.
So that I'm not
perfect.
Yeah, I'm not wasting anything. I don't like wastage of food. It just irks me, you know. I do not like it. It doesn't make me feel good at all. So also what I started doing is one egg, you know, and when they ate it, they would have their one egg.
Okay, you started using egg also, right?
Because of that. Yeah. Okay. Now this is here. Putting a little butter here. Now I'm going to put my French toast here on top of it. And all the remaining that's left here is going to go into the bread very slowly.
It must have fluffed out the bread so well. Juicy.
Huh?
I said it must have fluffed up the bread so well, become so juicy now.
No, this always comes out beautifully. It's a lovely tasting French toast.
Of course, like you said, we can add eggs instead of, say, the maple syrup, or along with the maple syrup, a little bit of egg that you can beat into it.
So the thing is, the reason I put an egg is because I want the kids to eat that one egg in it. You know, so it's important. And French toast, the original recipe has an egg in it. So it's like I put that egg in it. I like it. But I'm just going to try and cook it a bit. These bread slices that I made are so big, you know, that I don't have trouble. So I'm going to try and just flip it somehow. Here.
Nice.
Now let this cook. Meanwhile, here, this is getting, and I think I need to put a little sugar on it. I'm going to put a little sugar on these bananas so that they get that lovely brown on it. And I think what I do is just before it gets over, I have a little chocolate.
Ooh. The sugar you use is regular sugar or coconut sugar?
So I have regular sugar. I don't have coconut sugar at home at the moment. And as there are no supplies at the moment, I am not being fussy about anything. It's like, okay,
Absolutely.
I'm going to God for whatever I have at the moment, rather than, be fussy about my supplies. So I'm happy with whatever I have at the moment. And I've been making a lot of bread because we all love bread. Who doesn't love bread? Yeah, so we've been doing a lot of that. I'm just waiting for this. I should have cut this French toast, this bread in two. It's so big now, it's difficult. But it's nice.
I love the size of it, but I must say, it's a giant French toast.
I think the coffee in it does the trick, The coffee is really nice. So it gives you that kick of coffee and it has everything.
Is there a new habit you picked up during this lockdown? Something that you started maybe after 1 or 2 weeks and you love doing it now? Any habit, new habit you picked?
Meditation.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm somebody who would always fall asleep during a meditation. And I would not know what I'm supposed to do. I would fall off to sleep. So it is one thing that I really enjoy doing. And so I follow a whole lot of online meditations or people who go live. And I try and do one of those meditations every day. And I think it really is awesome. It's something that I would like to continue. It's something that I want to do. And I look forward to it. So when I don't do it, I find it missing. I find something amiss. So what I do sometimes is I wake up earlier. And when the house is sleeping, I do my meditation. And I go back to sleep. So because when I wake up, there's so much to do in the house that sometimes I don't get the time that I would want. And or then I do it late at night. It's like depending, then I just do something that is available online. But I'm enjoying this. I'm liking this. I'm liking that.
Yeah. I know what meditation can do to you. Even a 5 minutes that you give it in a day, whatever time of the day, it will calm you down and how.
Yeah, and it just feels good. Okay, this is nearly done. See, I like this.
Nice. Lovely. Look at that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So I'm just waiting now for the chocolate to get done, for the banana here to get done. As soon as this is done, we are ready. So I don't know, French toast is something that, even as kids, my mom made so much for us that, how it is. And when you are sometimes not feeling absolutely great, you always go back to those places that kind of fill your heart with joy. So for me, French toast is that. I always go back to eating French toast, or I go back to having rice with butter and an egg broken on it. Or, I love that because when I was small and when I was not well, my mom would make me rice and she would put butter into it, and then she would crack an egg over it. And I cannot tell you how tasty it is. And that is something that I enjoy and I love. I keep going back to it. So,
This blogger definitely has... This lockdown definitely has brought back so many nostalgic memories back, flooding back.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. I think I'm done. I'm just getting a plate. This is done. That is done. Let me just check the other side. Nice and oh, it's beautiful and here.
Oh, perfect. Oh, so you kind of let the banana melt a little bit in the butter, huh? While it was caramelizing. So that's nice. That's interesting.
So it's this is how it is. So it's very nice. And if you want me to tell you how it tastes, just this is my coffee and banana caramelized. It's really hot.
Be careful.
Oh,
Too much too soon. But I'm sure it's delicious. You know, when you're so involved in something, you can smell it. However far you are, I can have the aroma coming to me.
okay. 1 second. Now I need to take another bite. That first one was too hot.
Careful, careful. Blow a little into it, I
Uh,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
okay.
need to. I need Hmm.
You know,
You know,
I think you're going to wipe it out even before any of your kids figure out that you have this ready here.
for me. This is for me. No, but it's really nice, Annie, because it has that small kick of coffee. And so it's got an egg, it has a banana, it has a slice of
Right.
bread, it has a little milk. You're sorted. You just give your kids one of this in the morning and then let them do what they want after that, and it's fine. So I try.
Absolutely. It's a nice packed breakfast. It's really cool. And very simple to
It's a
make
good
too.
time. I think this is what I'm going to have. Then I'm going to have a nice shot of espresso and then decide what I want to do today.
So cool. Okay, as the lockdown is going to stagger out, whatever release is going to happen, whatever that is going to happen, what are some of the first things you have in your mind you want to do?
So Annie, I want to get back into a place that is just nature. I don't know where that's going to be. I want to go either I want to go deep sea diving if I can,
Oh,
or then I want to go to a forest in the middle of a forest somewhere. I want to do that first, and
hey.
after that, I actually have been thinking about wanting to open a little bakery. That is
What?
something. Yeah, I know. It's taken me many years to actually come be comfortable with the thought, and it's something that I have been pushing back all the time because I always thought I'm not prepared, not prepared, not prepared. I think in all this not preparedness, I have actually been prepared. So I'm gonna open a tiny in the morning when my kids go to school. Their bus leaves at 4 to 7, which means I'm free to go and bake and do whatever I feel like. And they come home by 5. And I've always wanted to do a very, very limited menu. And if it gets over before 5, then I shut shop and I come home. Maybe I don't make perfect business. Maybe I don't make perfect business sense, but I will get that sorted. But at the moment, yes, this is something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do something small, something easy, so that when I feel I'm going on a holiday, I don't have to be wondering, oh, should I shut it? Should I not? What should I do? I don't want to be tied to it in such a way that it's going to destroy me. I want it to be something that makes me happy, is an extension of the happiness and is an extension of the joy. So I may be very utopian, but now that's me.
You know, speaking of utopia, this pandemic, this lockdown, this pandemic more so, has actually taught us to go back to being utopian, to being a little more ideal. So I think, yes, we are headed in the direction of giving time to what we really like to do and also then time for ourselves and our family. So this idea that is
Yes.
cooking in your head is perfect recipe for a happy, content life because that's really what we need to keep us going. and to live and do whatever we like and as we please.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank
And
you
to
so
everyone,
much.
and to everyone, all the caretakers and everybody who's putting in their best foot while we are all sitting at home making French toast. Hats off to you. Lots of blessings, and I really hope that they get their due. That's
Yes,
what I think.
yes, absolutely. We're all praying to the universe to help them come out of this. And yes, like you said, deservedly so, respect, due everything coming their way, and blessings and prayers too. Thank you so much. And here's wishing you also a great life ahead. Stay safe
And you
along with your
too.
family. Thank you. And keep
Thank
cooking
you.
like you're doing. Very soon, I'm hoping that I'll see you at your bakery then, huh?
I think that's a very good idea.
Chef Maria Goretti with me on 100 Hours, 100 Stars. Don't forget to look at the screen below. You've got a link. Please click it. You'll find your way to a small donation box, and you can make a little bit of a contribution to see smiles on people who are actually risking their lives for us, for our safety and protection. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you so much.
Bye. Help yourself, Annie.
Presenting Fever Network. The power of three. Number one station in Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and Kolkata. Fever FM, the bomb of Bollywood.
Congratulations to all of you for being the number one radio station.
The biggest CSR initiative on radio. Pioneers of radio drama in the industry. Biggest sports tie-ups. Official radio partners of 5 winning IPL teams. Most entertaining shows and RJs. Radio Nasha, India's coolest retro station.
107.2 Radio Nasha. Nasha, 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 Nasha. Gane ka nasha, gungunane ka nasha, sunne ka nasha,
Celeb RJs. Best of retro. shows and RJs that take you back in time. Radio 1, India's only international network. The only radio station Katy Perry vibed with. We were there when U2 performed for the first time in India. Global teen sensation Justin Bieber jams with Radio 1. Truly global shows and RJs. Mega Mix.
First female racer, Alisha. It's such a pleasure meeting you here today. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. We're usually used to catching up in the studio live, where I see your face live.
I know.
Okay, so today it's from our own homes.
Well, quarantine is taught me a lot of patience first. You know, that's something which I've learned in these few days. And second is patience, and also I started having a new hobby of feeding the stray dogs. So I think something which really inspired me, and it's just induced in my inside me that every day I wake up, I have like 5 to 6 kilos cooked with pedigree, and my parents help me in doing this, and then 4 o'clock I go and feed at least 70 dogs. I feed.
Oh, you have quite a large heart. You say 4 in the morning and 70 dogs.
Yeah, 70.
Beautiful. I think the people of Chennai have always had a very big heart, and
Yes.
you are another sparkling example of that.
Thank
Right? So let's get a little to your love for racing. You're this really fast person, right? Somebody who's been on the fast track of life, right? So I'm sure, slowing down a little bit, being indoors must have been a very, very new experience for you, right? Do you miss racing? Do you miss practicing? Are you missing the roads?
Yes, I am. After 10 days, when I took my car out to fill gas, and I'm thinking something is wrong with my car. I think it's a puncture. And I went to the gas station, and it was perfect. And then I'm turned. I said, why is my car so tight? The steering, there's something wrong. And then I figure out that I've lost touch. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, I've lost touch. How is it going to be when I go back to the racetracks? So it's very tough, and it's really annoying sometimes, because I'm always on the move, doing something or the other. It's not fitness, it's racing. If it's not racing, it's my academy. Now I've become a cosmetologist, so I'm learning about skin and various components. So it's always like my day is always full, and waking up at 8 o'clock doing nothing. Yeah, it's just very boring. But then I think it's for everyone, not only for me.
Exactly. I was just going through your social media page, and if one goes through that, we can find out that racing is just a part of your life, right? On one side, you're talking about skin routine, regimen, and all of that. On another side, you're talking about fitness, and another side, you talk about cooking. So much happening in your life, otherwise, also, right?
Yeah.
Right. So tell us about what are you doing like for fitness? What is that one thing that you would like to tell our viewers and listeners, tuned in right now? What is your go-to fitness mantra, Alisha?
Fitness mantra is I always tell people, eat whatever you want. Okay, you can eat whatever you want. Please don't. I do not. I forbid people saying I'm on a crash diet, I'm on liquid diet, and all that. I'm not into. I'm not for it. But eat what you want. I eat anything. Even today, I had like 3 times biryani. I eat, but then I work out. So I work out a lot. Like today, I carried like 5 kilos of rice bag, and I worked out today. I engage myself in something. I have like 3 floors, so I run up and down. When I go and feed the dogs also, I make sure I walk a lot. So whatever I eat, I burn. So just avoid gluten. Gluten is with wheat and paratas and maida. Just avoid them, because it takes some time to digest. So I think eat everything and everything, but it should be in limited quantity, not like biryani like 6 times a day, you know.
So, Alisha, what have you recently started cooking? What have you enjoyed cooking? I saw a couple of your posts about cooking and you're enjoying that process. Tell us about that.
Oh, if I wasn't a racer, I would have been a cook, by the way. Not many people
Wow.
know it, but I love cooking. If I have to go and be in the morning, I can cook like 8 dishes for lunch. You name it, and it's there. Because my family, my dad's side of the family, has always been a very good cook. I have like 8 aunties, so they all are very good cooks. And because they stay at home, they're Muslims. They stay at home. They cook for their husbands. So their only goal in life is to make the husbands happy by cooking. So they've learned it. So I've learned it. I think it's from them. And every day I cook. Every day I make sure I cook something. So yeah, I love cooking. And you name the dish and I can cook.
What was your recent culinary, experiment? Something you've been wanting to do for a while and you tried it out, something like that?
No, nothing. I always love you. I've always been in touch with cooking for a very long time. If I'm one thing people should know is if I'm stressed, if I'm very happy, or if I'm sad, I go to the kitchen and I cook. I cook so much.
Not, yeah, if I'm stressed, I eat. If you're stressed, you cook. That's a good thing. You're a good person to be around with.
No, but then I eat also. Huh?
I mean, I'm sure here is a person who is not fast just in the racetrack, but fast in the kitchen. Imagine making 8 dishes. Nobody says stuff like that, okay? I'm sure that you must be a pro there. Okay, so, this quarantine has really made us all come up with a new routine, the new normal, right? So, what has your routine been? Like you said, you also share a lot of your food and time with the strays and all that. But has there been like a significant change? What is your routine now?
I just wake up late. That's been it's not good, and I feel that and whenever I stay at home, my muscles tend to lose a lot of muscle mass, so I become
Right.
skinny, and I'm the
Okay.
only person I think who sits at home and loses weight. So it's very hard for me because I wake up in the morning and I have nothing to look forward to, but then I keep studying my because I have exams coming up with my cosmetology course. So I'm opening my own aesthetic studio also. So it's a lot of pressure for me because right now I invested in something else and everything is shut at the moment. All my
Right.
machines are somewhere else, and studying courses and spending money for my courses and everything is like in a standstill. When it opens out, it's like a Diwali for me. So everywhere I have my academy, I have my racing, I have my courses, my exams, my studio coming up, my clinic, and it's all like in a pack. So I
Right.
don't know how it's gonna when it's opening when it's gonna open out. I think it's gonna be a mad rush for a small person like me to handle.
But let me wish and hope that your cash registers like clink, 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 clink all the time, Alicia, because I
Thank you.
think that's a wish for you. So, how do you handle all this in your head? Yeah, because see, this is also a time when we're all compartmentalizing things in our head.
Yeah.
There's on one side, whether it's the industry is sort of not doing very well on one side, on another side, people are struggling. How do you handle this in your mind space? Tell us about that.
Honestly, social media has become they always say it's a boon and a curse. I think now it's the true colors have come out of the social media because every time you open, there's always if someone does something, it's bad. If someone doesn't do something, it's bad. And it's creating a havoc in everyone's life. I just realized because when I'm on social media, I see a lot of people going against, going for, and it's always talking. People are not utilizing this time to improve yourself. And
Right.
I feel that after seeing this, I was a part of it. I was also part of a controversy at the beginning, and then I realized that this time you need to concentrate on yourself and also be grateful, because I see even if you have a lot of money, you are the same person standing in those the lines with one of the among other people, waiting for one and a
Right.
half hour, waiting in the sun. How much ever money you have, you still have to stand in line. I see a lot of people, right from the middle class to the richest, standing amongst us. And I feel that it taught us there is a value, there is the reason why this all happened. I think all of us should value it. Not many people will notice it, but I think all of us should take a step back and thank God for what we have, and
Definitely. Very true.
be grateful for what we have at the moment.
brought out a very important point. You've reminded us about how a great leveler such a pandemic can be.
Exactly.
When the Chennai floods happened, like all of us were on the road. You could be rich, you could be poor, but that
Yeah.
was only for a couple of days. Now,
Yeah.
this has been for over a month. And like
Yeah.
you're saying, it's a great leveler,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're handling so many things effortlessly, Alisha. Here's something. Let me, ask you if we can go ahead with this. We want to do a fun a sort of round with you. Okay, as a woman, if there's something that we were carrying before the days of the lockdown, it would always be your bag, right? It could be your handbag or your backpack.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you let us into what is in your handbag? A razor's handbag. Would you have something lying around a handbag?
Yeah. I think I'll just get it.
Okay.
So I think surprisingly I had something here. So yes, it's going to be fun because whenever I'm bored, I'm usually driving around. But when I'm stressed out, I go through this book. So it's the Ronda Rousey book.
First, you show us your bag. We'll have a look at what the bag is.
Sure, sure, I will. So okay, this
You
is my
carry one bag? Oh, okay. Now this is good as good as a travel bag. This is like the
it's a very
which
big bag. Yeah, it's a
oh,
very big bag. And
okay.
so okay, so you want me to show you right now?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So okay, so first I have a book
The
in my
book.
bag, and it's
Book. Such a big book.
yeah,
Randa Ruzi. Okay.
yeah, because I really admire her a lot, and I like her attitude. So I think I read this quite often, and then I have so whenever I go out, I have
You
this
have nothing small in your bag. All
there's
of
no
them are like mega size.
yeah, because whenever I go out, I come back home only after the gym because I don't come back and go. So I have this
Okay.
this powder where I mix it in the water and it gives me energy. It's magnesium powder. So I
Yeah.
this and it also boosts your immune system and it makes you basically energetic. I'm
How
always
much
someone
do you
who
take? How much do you take? Because my trainer talks about this as well.
yeah, so this is no, this is not a pre-workout, but this is something for magnesium to take away the soreness from your body. So it's just one scoop. I had add this, and it's basically before workout. I do this maybe like 5 hours before, so that it relaxes your body a lot. So magnesium, I take this, and whenever I'm thirsty or something, I just add this infused tea.
You have a grocery store in your bag. Like,
What
what?
I have, I eat a lot. I always because I always drain out of energy very fast. So I
Okay.
have this watermelon flavored tea because
Okay.
so this tea actually gives you it's there's no caffeine, but it gives you a lot of glow to your face. I also take care of my skin a lot, skin,
Oh,
so I'm always
glad to remember. Okay.
and then yeah, of course, like another just like the other girls, I have perfume. I have also perfumes in my car. I love perfumes, so I have perfume. And of course now I think all of us should carry this mandatory and sanitizer.
Sanitizer. Yeah, right. What perfume was it? I wanted to ask you. What perfume is it? What brand of perfume is it?
So this is my very it's Gucci oud. So I like oud a lot. So
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah, really? Okay, I'm gonna get you one then. So
perfect.
I have a huge perfume collection. I love perfumes and shades. So yeah, so this is one of my favorite ones. And yeah, so hand sanitizer. And whenever I become hungry, I have this. It's cornflakes, but it is skimmed with skimmed milk. So and
Okay.
yeah,
Snack.
so basically, this is always in my gym bag, but then it came in my handbag. But I carry a lot of nuts in my bag and a lot of chocolates because I
Okay.
calm down on energy very quick. So this is one of the products I use. It's very nice, and yes, of course, a lip gloss. Nothing much, and that's it. And I always have a book. So because whenever I go for meetings, I always write down things I shouldn't forget. So yes,
Okay.
this is my handbag. It's always about eating in my handbag.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of snack. And I also understand this, right? As a racer, when you race, you lose so many calories like on the track, right? And you need to keep that energy up.
Yeah,
People may think it's not a very physical thing, but you have to be really, really fit, right? To be able to drive on the fast lane.
Yeah, so we do lose, especially in India, a place like India, Chennai. It's very hot, so we use almost 10 kilos. The suit is about 10 kilos, the bike racing suit. So when we use it and when we ride, you're always sweating. Imagine you're already about, I'm 53 kilos. So when I wear 10 kilos, I'm carrying another 10 kilos on myself with my helmet. It's very hard, but come on, I can't complain. I've been racing for quite some time, so yeah, you do lose a lot of weight, and if you're someone who sweats a lot, you lose even more. That's one. And car racing also, because all your windows are shut in car racing, so it's always, you're always,
Right, right.
you put your own air. So I think it's a very very challenging sport, I should say. And I think, yeah, that's why you should be if your fitness level is very good, you're number one, because a lot of guys can't compete with fitness level. They drink, they smoke, all this brings down the level of fitness. A lot of people don't are not very serious in the sport. So I'm someone who sleeps at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the night, wake up in the morning, go to the gym, come back. My routine is like planned from when I was 10 years old till I'm 30 now. So it's always been planned. So I think that's why that makes you a successful person.
Right.
Not anyone and everyone can be good in bikes and cars. So there
Right.
is discipline to the sport.
Right, because they all see the fancy side of it, I'm sure. When they see your very flashy bikes and your flashy cars, people think, oh, I wish I can ride this, I can drive this. But like you said, I think the discipline behind it
Yes,
is so very important.
correct.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
So, when you race, see, you're a racer and you do it professionally on the track, and I'm sure you're very responsible on the road. But on the road, when you see somebody pulling up a stunt, especially the bike racing guys and all that, what's the thought that comes to your head? Yeah, tell me that. I want to know.
This is a 10th time I'm answering this in a week. See,
Really?
I had, yeah, I've all my interviews, they've been asking me this, and pretty much I think the whole of India knows my color car. My color car is like, I hope you know my color car, right?
Red? Is it red?
Ah, okay. So you're the only person who knows my color car. My color car is radium green. So
Okay.
anywhere in the world, even if you sit in NASA also you can see my color car from it's that bright. If you
Your
have no
red is
electricity,
it? It's your bike which is red.
yeah, my bike is red. Yeah. So even if you don't have electricity in your house, if you bring my car, it's that bright. So I have a tint. I have a really dark tint in my car because people look at me and they come and race. Every single time I go out of my house, people, they don't give you privacy. It's not like they want a picture with me. They want to race with me. Worst part, and every time I was forbidden not to put tint on my glass. But every time I travel a lot, and they stop, they knock, and when they knock, when they know it's you, and if they know, leave alone me, if they know it's a girl driving a car, it's
Exactly.
bad. I don't know what kicks in them. They are thinking, how can a girl drive a jeep and I ride a bike, and by I think Kotatpuram, there was so much of crowd traffic. This guy comes up to me and he's raving. He has a BMW, some super sport car, and I have a Jeep. Okay, so basically, in technical terms, BMW is faster than the car which I drive. Okay, so I was like, and it was a test drive car, and I was like, okay, boss, you go, And then he never left. He was like, no, he wants race with me, and that time I'm keeping myself self calm. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and I increased my music just to calm myself down because I'm a very calm person, but when it comes to challenging, it's been in my blood for many years. And when a guy challenges me, my blood just gushes like that. It's like an F-16 plane, you know, really fast, so fast. And then okay, I know it's road because people know my car. And then I increase the volume and I just stay calm. And this guy didn't leave. This guy just came across and he's brave. And then I said, okay, you want to race? Okay. And then I showed him a couple of moves because I know how to stop a person also. It's like waking up and doing a routine. It's like that. So I blocked him a couple of times. No, it's not driving fast, but I just blocked him and shoved him towards a corner. And that's it. He got really scared because he thought he was going to crash. And then he stopped, and then he sends me a message on Facebook saying that, ma'am, I saw you, an amazing driver, ma'am. I challenge you to another race. And people don't people don't realize that it's not safe. I don't care about yourself, but you should care about others, because there are animals, there are cows, there are dogs, there are humans passing on the road. Some people don't even see who's coming. So I've always requested people, and bikes want to race with me. It's crazy. People are crazy here. But then I just stay calm, and I just put on music. Some people abuse me because I don't pull down my window. But I think it's just part and parcel of life. I can't complain. It's not safe because people follow you. People come if you're pretty. If you go for a party, people just follow you. They don't care, and it's not safe. But then I hope some rule changes someday.
Very true. Being a racer itself is pretty challenging. Being a woman racer, I'm sure it's even more challenging, which is why I was asking you, because on the road, if you're driving a normal car itself, people think it's like an ego hurt, for them when a woman just passes by. So
Yeah.
now you, when they see a jazzy driver.
But if I'm going to tell you this, you're gonna laugh. If there's a girl, she's driving, and as soon as she sees me, she wants to come and race with me. There are so many people I've experienced on the road, women drivers on the road. They see me and they don't give way. How can a girl, how can she come? I don't know if they know me or not, but how can she come? And they push me aside. They push me, or they break. And when I go to them, and they shout at me, what are you doing? Leave way, leave way. There are also women. I'm not going to take sides only for
So
men.
there's gender equality here. Both the men and the women do
Yeah,
this.
but
Okay.
guys are up.
They're up there. Okay, Alisha. If this entire quarantine thing has made us all very, very sort of paranoid, taking care of our health and our family's health. What are a couple of things that you've done to safeguard yourself and your family, Alisha?
I have some staff working for me, and I provide them with masks, and I always tell them to use hand sanitizer or wash their hands properly. And even when I go out to feed the stray dogs, at first I never used gloves, but then I started to use gloves. And if I see people, I carry a couple of masks with me. Some homemade masks, and if I
Okay.
see people not wearing mask, I make sure that I give them a couple of masks, and I tell them, if they don't listen, it's up to them. But I make sure I do my duty, and tell them that this is the situation, because I feel all of us are sitting at home is because of the ignorance of the people. They don't listen, they don't care, they just want to go, they want to live day by day. And I think that's a whole reason for us to sit down right now in our house. It's because of their stupidity, I can say.
Right. Okay. So if we have this is an entire tribute to the COVID frontline workers who have, sacrificed quite a bit, and they're still doing this for us as they put themselves out at risk. What would you like to tell somebody who's viewing this, Alicia, somebody who's
Yes.
listening to you? What would you like to tell them?
I really thank you a lot. I fold my hands and thank you a lot, because I've seen so many people on the road. I've seen them. I've experienced, people, they don't care about their lives. They are someone who they go every 4 o'clock. I leave my house and I see them till 6, 7 o'clock. They are actually on the move, making sure people are safe inside. They're telling for our good, be it the police, be it the Department of Health, anyone. People are actually volunteering, and they're going and helping people out. And people like us, I'm really ashamed to say that lot many people like us are not willing to listen. Behind my house there are so many police guys and a lot of health department guys. They go over there and they check. They are risking their life. They have families too. They're risking their life, and they're going there just to check if you're proper, if you're okay. And when they come, people are very rude to them. So I think, please guys, I really request you, please, if you're not willing to do your part, it's okay, but at least respect people who are trying to help you and your family for the betterment of your future, for our future, in fact. So please respect them. They don't want your money. They're causing no harm to you. They just want you to be safe. So please respect.
Right.
And, if you can't do good, at least don't do bad. If you can't respect them, at least stay away from them.
Thank you so much, Alicia. Bless you. Stay home and stay safe. Healthy vibes to you and your family.
Thank you so much.